Hello everyone, welcome back to Trifdog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game The Planet Crafter, and we're in Season 1, now episode 67. Well, guess what? Everything looked pretty good for the first little bit when I jumped into the game, but I looked at the water and it was half full. Squash wasn't doing so well. Hang on, where's my squash? Where's the squash? Over here, I think. Yeah, the squash had a few in, but I went upstairs and that one upstairs has got about maybe half the cupboard full. Then I looked at this and I've changed it to -1, hoping that it might be a higher priority, but I think they're still waiting to grow. But then I just realised something. Just stay with me for a sec. We're going to go and check out. We need some more storage cupboards. I might try to make another 5 of these. I'll have 5 of everything. The only thing I may not have enough of is bioplastic nuggets. Where are they? Okay, I've got enough. I'll make more later, I suppose. What else did it need? Was it hang on, was it aluminium? I think it was aluminium, wasn't it? Yeah, silicon, iron. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go over here to the iron. Then we look for silicon, which is in here. And what was the other thing we needed? I think it was one of these other things. You can't remember, can you, Trev? No, it was zeolite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it was nitrogen. Okay, so I think. Now the only reason I'm doing this is we need circuit boards to make more storage. So wait, I'll show you. Technically I probably only need 1. Let's just say it was 2, right? So over here, it's come back. I am putting 3 in here, and then I think it was 4 of these, not 5, 4. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. This is why there's a problem. Storage, T2 locker storage. We're going to put... Where can we put this without being a problem? Gee, it really has to stick out that far. You sure? Oh yeah. Oh. Hang on, we're going to do the same again. I might leave a small gap there. Otherwise you're kind of in the way of the door. I am now making... This is what the problem is. So I've found. I'm leaving a spare one there, but uncommon larva. You watch this. You watch how ridiculous this is. If I tell this thing that there's a demand for this guy, uncommon larva, and I just set it to priority 1, right? It's demanding it. Let's just sit here for a second and just watch. And when they start flying in, I will... Oh, actually, I wonder whether it knows. I bet you it may not know. No, I think it does. Okay, here they start to come. Fair enough, I got to give it a bit of time. But I'll tell you what happened. I went around to all 6 ecosystems. And instead of having, occasionally one of these uncommon larva or common larva or bee larva maybe or rare larva or whatever, every single one of the 6 ecosystems had 4 of these uncommon larva in them. So obviously the shredder's taken out all the butterflies and the stuff I don't want, and I'll probably face this again fairly soon. But I'm now expecting for 3 rows of this stuff to come in because that's what was just sitting in the ecosystems. All 6. I was kind of a bit surprised, but anyway. So if we go off, where are we? If we go this away, I know it's dark. Holy crap! It is really dark. These shouldn't be as full now. That's empty. Fantastic. That's empty. So now, it's just making whatever, isn't it? So, yeah, I came in here before and they were all full of uncommon larva, so it'll give me a little bit of respite, I suppose. But as soon as that cupboard's full, we're back to square one again. It'll be random as to what we find. But you know what we could do? This is what I was thinking of anyway. Hang on. Just wait till I drink some of that. We could tell the shredder, once the cupboard's full, or even now we could actually, turn that light off. We could tell it to take and destroy uncommon larva. I mean, I think that's going to help. Because now the ecosystems have a chance of producing more rare larva and so on. I think, what was I looking at? I was looking at, oh, the sulfur was also low. Not sure why sulfur would be low. Oh, the one's popped in, okay. So it's being used now. Plankton B was okay. Oh, it's actually more than okay, it's chockers. So down here, the common larva was full now. So, what the? Why have I got that in there? That was a bit weird. This one was the one that was full. I wonder whether I threw it in there for this. I don't know, might have. I must say I did pick up one and threw it in here or two. Common larva, uncommon larva. I found these outside, but I've just miscellaneous. I've just thrown it in there for the time being to clean things up a little bit. But the rare larva here, the whole box empty. Look. It's meant to be demanding them, but I gather that these are coming out of the ecosystems and they've been used up, and then they haven't been resupplied because the uncommon larva was actually filling up all the ecosystems. So, oh my goodness, there's a couple of little tweaky bits to the game which you have to keep a really close eye on. Oh, I looked at that before and there was like 4, 5, 6 algae in there, that was it, and now look at it, it's back to being full again. Hang on. The water improve. Oh, look at this! And now all of a sudden the water's like flooded in, and then it will disappear again. It's a bit of a roller coaster ride. Look at that. So now it's full, and it's probably chockers. I don't know. Is squash improved? No, where's the squash? I gotta keep remembering the squash is where the plant is here. Oh, there you go. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how many more things have to be, like, tweaked. But I'm glad I picked that up. Just went out there and had a look and went, oh. Oh, it's daylight. What about these guys? How are they looking at the moment? Plankton B. So I gather... fish eggs. I wonder if... I wonder whether we should have a cupboard for for just this type of fish eggs, or whether we should be now destroying them. See, that's another thing that we could possibly be tweaking. Let's have a look at our fish eggs. I thought it was we just had a cupboard for all fish eggs, fish and frog eggs. Oh wow, okay. Alrighty, enough said. I think we've got enough of those fish eggs. How about we tell the shredder that? What's the other thing you want to destroy, Trev? I want to demand into here, this guy. I know you... Well, okay. See, it's bringing some of this stuff in out of some of those other systems ready to... There you go. There's our first fishy egg. And then all of a sudden, if it fills this row up at the bottom, it should just destroy them all. See, technically that's what I want to hear. I want to hear this thing just manufacturing stuff. But if you had to start the whole entire thing again, I guess you would go through building... Well, it takes you a while to get to the point where you can build autocrafters, I guess. But I think once you get to that stage, you just go through every single resource and pretty much just see if you can get it auto-crafted, I guess. Come on, guys. One more to go in there and it'll all get shredded. Come on, waiting. One more, whatever. Fishy egg, butterfly egg, larva, whatever. Oh, really? Come on, guys. It's got to be... See, who knows? Maybe the drones are off getting things like sulfur, which is a fair way away. Really? Oh, there you go. Okay. Took a while, but anyway. Alright, so what's happening in these guys then? I suppose they're coming and grabbing them pretty quickly, so you don't get to see. Have a look at this second one. Yeah, okay. Hang on. The only other way of telling is, well, I can't even tell then, I suppose. I was going to say I could. That one's chocolates with T1 food. Well, what the heck are you waiting on? I thought it was honey and beans. No, it's algae and rare lava. Ah, okay. So algae's not the problem, then it's rare lava, right? This is going to be empty still. Yep. Okay. So I guess it's another one of those timing things. You watch. Let's go back to the water and just see. Is this thing full like it was before? Oh no, it still is. And I guess the squash is doing okay. Oh, it's starting to build up. Well, I guess those extra plants are now starting to work as well, I suppose. But now, right at this moment in time, guess what? We don't have enough rare lava. Yeah, it's definitely demanding it. Yeah, it's basically demanding the silkworms as well, and they're doing their job. Okay. So it's funny, everything is full in here, or getting full, except the rare lava. So there's one, but the problem is, it appears in there then disappears, so it's being used, but at the moment we're not. Yeah, that's the catch, isn't it? We're not producing enough rare lava. I don't know, now that I've got the fish eggs, not the fish eggs, the uncommon lava, that's what it was, wasn't it? That's what I said. Yeah, uncommon lava. Now that they're coming into here and not blocking up the ecosystems, that should start to fix itself a bit, I think. It's just that unfortunately I have to be a bit more patient. What was I looking at? I looked at this just before and it was like 3.76 TTI, so 3.02. We're still getting there, guys. We're still like, progressing towards 5 TTI, but I don't think I'm going to be totally happy. If the rare lava fixes itself, then I guess this is going to start to fill up a bit more, I think. I went out here before I started taping and I had a look and it was nothing. This thing was absolutely zero. I think these guys are just eating. They're back to zero, some of them. Holy cow, this guy's big. Look at it. Are you 100% now? Yeah, you are too. Hey, zero. Zero. Gee, they all stopped eating. Hang on. That one's got a fair bit in there. Well, I don't think I can help, can I? Because I can't, unless I go around and find on the ground rare lava, which I could do if I wanted to help, but I don't think it's. I don't know whether I really have to do that. Really, this should just fix itself and start producing more rare lava, I would have thought. Where's my beans? I'm having a bean. I'm going out and getting a bit of water from here, the only manual one left. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do much else. I mean, I could physically pick up a few and put them in there. I bet you that would help things a bit, but I would say that it's working now. They're not totally full of one particular item, which before we had the shredder running, this was just being filled with butterfly lava. So the only thing that I hadn't fixed was the uncommon lava filling up, I suppose. I tell you what I should do. Hang on. When we just looked at this uncommon lava, this extra storage box that we've got down here, see, it's not quite full, but it's getting close. You know what? I should just go, okay, no, don't worry too much about it. Where the shredder is here, I might just add to this list uncommon lava, I think. Instead of it going into that, I'm not sure what will happen, whether it will actually pull it. Which has the higher priority, I suppose. But then on the other hand, it's like, well, when it actually fills up the cupboard, it'll have no choice but to throw them into here. And then we know for certain that it's not going to block, or not going to, completely fill up the ecosystems ever again. but we've got, you know, basically 2 cupboards full of it if we need it again, I suppose. Alright, we'll have to assume that that's all working properly. We'll just have to wait until we, what's the water doing? The water's still okay. Actually, hang on. If the water's fine... Yeah, okay. Well, that's really what the water and the algae was doing, was mixing together to make the bacteria samples, and some of the algae was being used for a few other ingredients. But I would say that they're probably full now. So if I wanted to... Yeah, that's going to be a bit interesting. I think the fertilizer was a problem too again. Hang on. That one's okay, but this one's not. Hang on a second. What was the fertilizer needing? Hang on, why would that be a problem though? The fertilizer's okay, the algae's okay, the squash is okay. Let me double check the methane for a sec. Is that, It's diddlies. What's going on with the methane producer? What? Hang on. Which one was methane? Nitrogen? How come that's set to methane and it's doing the other things? What? That's set to methane. That's supplying methane. That's supplying... What, you're just not supplying it fast enough? Yeah, I've got 4 of these things producing methane. 218. We could build a few more of these, but I don't understand that. Hang on a second. Who's supplying nitrogen then? That one? What? That's not really right. Take that out. Shouldn't you be supplying nitrogen? Or is it nitrogen? Hang on. Cancel it. Say nitrogen. I don't know why I've got it like that. That's a gas extractor. Hang on, was this the same unit? Or is this a bigger unit? Oh, okay, so this one and these guys were the same, and this was a bit different. That's producing methane. How come that's producing nitrogen then? Hang on. It's been... What? It's been told to produce methane, told to produce methane. That one's producing nitrogen. And then that's methane, that's methane. How come I'm so low in methane then? And how come these aren't, I don't get it. That's also a bit confusing. Where was I going to put this thing? Oh, because I think my oxygen... Oh no, I can put one in there. Alright, let's go up and have a look. What's happened with the nitrogen then? Is this, Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I think that was the manual one where I was going to store it. This one is demanding it. Right, that's where production's getting nitrogen from. And this one's demanding it. Yeah, it's not, that might be the reason why the T2 fertilizer's not working too well. Because, yeah, we'll double check it, but I think that's the case. Yeah, it'll have squash, algae and fertilizer, but not enough methane cartridges. Which is totally blowing my mind, because I'm just thinking, how many of these units have you got producing methane? Is there a bug? Like, shouldn't that be producing them faster than that? That just doesn't seem right. You'd think the cupboard would be chockers. It's almost like these things aren't working. Hang on, where are these things? Not flower spreaders. Gas extractors, that's what it would cost. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Let me just grab the parts for this. Where's my Did I go past it? I did. Where is it here? I'm just gonna make one. Just make one. Hang on, did I need one or two of those? Where's my... Just the one, okay. Okay, so I need 2 super alloy. Is that where I should be looking? Yes. I'm now curious. I'm gonna make one, put it outside and see what it does. If I just added it here, out there, and then I said I want you to supply, there it is, methane, priority 1. Methane. So that must take a little while to work. So these are all set at the top there. Do I need to reset this or something? Like, what's going on? Just gonna make sure it's clicked on to this. Supplying methane. I did notice the water kind of wasn't working, and the water cupboard was empty. Like it was half full when I started playing this episode. Then it went empty, and it stayed empty for a little while, as if it was still being manufactured. Then all of a sudden it started flooding in, so I don't understand why that happens sometimes. I mean, if it's just a waiting thing and you have to wait a little bit longer, then I don't mind. Uncommon, and like some of these things might be a bit laggy. You're kind of getting upset, going, "It's not working," and then all of a sudden it'll start to flow in, type thing. But yeah, like everything else is still making this number grow. No matter what I do, it's still growing, but I'm just kind of confused as to why it's not going faster. Plus, the animals that are in the animal shelters, I've got 10 animal shelters, but only 5... Sorry, I've got 10 animals in 2 of the shelters, but the other 2 shelters don't have any animals. And I'd like to put them in, but I'm not getting enough of the T2 animal food, and I don't quite understand why. Because I think at the moment, this is lacking production because it doesn't have enough rare larva. I think that's the problem. It has everything else, but the rare larva, which normally would be filled up in this container. Yeah, it's definitely demanding rare larva. I just think they're not being, for some reason, not being produced as fast as what they should be. I mean, is it just a random thing, and it's still occasionally producing one? Yeah, I'm kind of supplying pretty much everything. Uncommon, rare, common, silkworms, bee larva, and then all the butterfly stuff and all that. I don't think there's an awful lot else I can do. How much tweaking do you have to do, Trev? I don't know. Might just save the game here. So there's 2 things. The rare larva is a bit out of whack, and the methane is just sitting there. Just like, why? What? What happens if I go to -1? Does that help? Well, actually, it probably would help it if there was enough in the machines that produce it, but they're not being brought over fast enough. See, there's it. Oh, there you go. As soon as it gets 2 in there, it goes and makes itself a T2 fertilizer, right? And then it must pop into here, and then it's getting used in the production somewhere. Okay. I would have just sort of thought that our methane production would have been adequate. Is it really demanding that I make even more? Look, there you go, there's 2. It's going to both disappear? Yeah. I just would have thought that it would have been producing the methane a lot quicker. Like, are you telling me I need to go and make like 10 methane gas extractors? Like, I find that a bit hard to believe. Actually, if nitrogen's being used as well, it's not really a lot, is it? Because this is pretty steady, I would have thought. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 rows. And yet outside here, oops, needs the light on again. That's producing methane. How can it? What the? Tell it to supply. It's what? Or does this thing? See, don't forget, these first two were the first two I put into place. Can it just randomly produce a whole bunch of stuff? Maybe that's what it is. I'm telling it though to what? Actually, hang on. I know how to get around it. We'll tell it that this thing can supply methane, and we'll tell it that this can supply nitrogen and methane as well. Because if we do that, then the nitrogen should come out of here, and the methane should come out of there. Oops. Let's go back up to the nitrogen container. Okay, so it was at 4.5. It's grabbed a couple, so that we know that's working. It's a bit hard to follow the methane because as soon as it gets 2 of these in here, it gets used in production. But just hopefully that increases, I suppose. Have another quick look at rare larva again. It's probably the same situation here. It's kind of like it barely sits in the inventory in here for very long before it actually gets used up in production. So, okay, so it looks like there was a little bit of tweaking that we had to do in this episode, especially uncommon larva. Like, there's just too much of it coming in. Did it end up filling us? No, I think they're being shredded now, so it's probably not putting them in here. I mean, I could try setting that to -1 and see if it actually fills the cupboard. It might see that it needs to put them in here first before it puts them in the shredder. So that is -1. Just double checking on the shredder. I guess the shredder's probably set to just 1. Okay. Alright, it might put more into that cupboard now, and then it just fills the cupboard. Then once that's done, then it's got no choice but to throw them into the shredder and cook them, I guess. That's my thinking. That's my thinking. Right, let's just double check these guys. Plankton B, where basically Plankton B is just the only thing that's in here because the rest of them are being shredded, I guess, but that'll probably get shredded fairly soon. The Plankton B is in this cupboard, so it's being used for manufacture. Where is it? It is here, and it's chockers. But it will be being used, I guess, to make the common larva. Hang on, that's correct, isn't it? If you look in here and you make common larva, yeah, it's using phytoplankton B, T2 fertilizer, T3. So the only reason now it's being slowed, because I bet you there's plenty of T3 mutagen, but I bet you there's no T2 fertilizer. T3, yeah, there's enough. There's some of that, not a lot. But this thing's, oh no, it's starting to produce now because it's gradually finding some methane, I suppose. Oh, okay. And it hasn't got a need to produce the common larva. And this thing can't produce because it can't find enough rare larva. I think that's what it is. Hang on, just let me run around just for a sec, just for a couple minutes outside here. See if we're lucky enough. I'm not touching anything, any of these goodies under here, unless it's rare. If it's a rare larva, then we're lucky. No, so far. How about over here? Although I suppose I'm not going to find enough to really make a big dent. If I found 10 or 20 of them, that might be a bit different. You are a nice looking coloured frog. Holy cow. One stage I came out here and I found a whole bunch of rare larvae. It's common. Uncommon. Common. Oh, that looks like rare. No, it's common. They normally have a bit of a darker kind of orange to them. Common. Lots of butterflies. Pretty cool looking butterflies. Uncommon. So I haven't even... Why have I still got that on me? I don't know. Let's put that in there. Didn't need the extra oxygen. Yeah, look, I'll be hit and miss as to whether I pick that up or not. The rare larva. I guess I might give it a bit longer, see if it clears out all the other stuff in the ecosystems and gradually brings over rare larva. I mean, I could just be unlucky that it's not picking up a lot. But I am, yeah, I'm super surprised actually. The only other thing I could do is start using these other ingredients to make rare larva, but that means the T2 fertilizer. Yeah, we're going to have to push hard to get lots of fertilizer made and lots of algae coming in, lots of squash, because it's another, I guess another stream that you have to manufacture. But anyway, we've at least got the uncommon larva fixed up now. There's too many of them hanging around in those ecosystems, so that's probably fine-tuned it a little bit, I suppose. Water's still okay. How is it? Is the squash starting to fill up? Oh wow, okay. So we've fixed a couple of things, but you have to keep an eye now on the methane and the nitrogen. Yeah, that's slowly starting to fill up, but I don't know. Look, off camera, perhaps next episode, see if we can, maybe we need to make more of the gas extractors that are hitting up and producing more of the methane cartridges, perhaps. I noticed that were like 200 power each or something, so I've got a few extra megawatts, so maybe I can afford to make a few more. We won't do that next episode. Anyway guys, I will have to leave this episode here. Super hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, you can really help the channel out by smashing that like button for the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.